Nice guys don't win. I'm sure you've heard the saying before, but I've been a sales manager for 5 years now. I've trained over 100 sales reps. I've interviewed hundreds more that I haven't hired. And I will tell you, the one trait that I look for is someone to have confidence. If they have almost that confidence where they walk into the room and you could just feel their presence, like they just are comfortable in their skin. They work out, they take care of themselves, they got good skin, they trim their hair, everything looks clean, they got a nice watch on. Doesn't have to be an expensive watch, you don't have to have expensive clothes, but everything fits nice, it's tailored nice, it's a nice outfit, they're not dressed like a bum. When they walk into that room, it's like your head just kind of snaps. You could feel the presence of someone who walks in that has real confidence in themselves. That is the number one trait I look for as in a sales rep. So let's start back and rewind a little bit. Someone who's not confident, someone who has what we call nice guy syndrome in sales. I will tell you some stories and some examples of people that I've seen firsthand have nice guy syndrome and fail or be the lowest producers on my sales team. We do door-to-door sales. When you go to the door and you say, hey, I'm really sorry for bothering you, I'm gonna be really quick, and you go to give your pitch and they say, I'm not interested, you go, oh, okay, I'm sorry to bother you, please have a good day, I'm sorry. And you walk away. Those type of people usually do not do very well in sales. And now what I'm not saying, just to be clear, I'm not saying that you go up the door and you're a cocky asshole, but you have to have confidence, you have to be direct. You have to get to the point, you have to speak without fluff, you have to be able to speak right to a human being, not down to them, but directly to them. You have to not be scared to share your opinion, to share your thought, to speak up for yourself, and all that goes in hand. So, nice guy syndrome. What that means, another example of what that could mean is, when you are in the house and you're trying to close the actual deal, and now you get to the end and you're like, all right, so what do you guys think? Do you want to do business today? They're like, no, we have to think about it. And you just go, okay, no problem. Well, why don't you give me a call whenever you guys are ready? I don't want to disturb you or anything. Just give me a call when you guys are ready. That person ghosts you. You never hear from them again, and you probably don't get the sale. You can't just be overly nice or let the people have full control of the presentation, full control of the sale, full control of the close. You're letting them take all of your power away. We can go on for examples and examples for days, whether it's with women, whether in sports, whether in sales, whether in business, entrepreneurship, whatever it is. My example is sales guys and girls, because that's what I do and that's who I train and that's what I see firsthand. So nice guy syndrome is always going to lose. And that's kind of this whole thing going around the internet now, is about how you're not gonna win as a nice guy, and how you gotta be tough, how you gotta go to the gym, you have to be physically, mentally tough, you have to be able to overcome objections, overcome obstacles in life, overcome sorrow and hardships. And to get into how to kind of solve this problem and how to be better and how to not have nice guy syndrome, you have to be comfortable with yourself. You have to go through some experiences or go through some tough times. You know, when we hire people, they might have nice guy syndrome for that first 6 months. They just allow themselves to get kicked in the teeth every day, knocking on doors, not closing deals, not setting up appointments, not making money. And it goes for 6 months until they realize, wow, I'm not successful at this job. And the guys who are successful, or the guys or girls who are successful in this office, they're not like me. They don't say the same things on the door. They don't have the same personality traits. They don't talk like I do, that soft kind of ease back tone. And then they flip a switch and they start speaking with confidence. They speak to people. Hey, Mr. Customer, you know, I don't know how you feel about everything I said today, but would you like to do business? And this is not my close, I'm just giving an example, but would you like to do business? Well, no, we really have to think about it. Okay, listen, I totally understand. I'm not here to pull teeth. I'm not a dentist. I've never pulled teeth in my life. But I do want to ask you, what is it that you're thinking about? What is it that maybe a question I didn't answer for you? Or something I can maybe re-go over, or just tell me at least what your plan is. And then you sit there and you let them talk. But that takes confidence. That takes you not being just Mr. Nice Guy, and you actually being able to talk to the person and have a real conversation and maybe ask them tough questions. I'll give you another example. Let's say you're in insurance sales, life insurance sales. I know it's a pretty common thing. Husband, wife. You have to be able to look at them and say, Mrs. Wife, What would happen in the event that your husband passes away, suddenly passes away? What would you do? What would you feel? How would you handle that? That's not an easy question to answer. If you're Mr. Nice Guy, you are not going to have the ability to say that. The nice guys finish last. If you're a nice guy in sales, that over nice guy syndrome, you're usually going to be the lowest on the pole. You probably won't last because you're going to get stepped on, walked all over, you're going to feel bad, you don't know how to deal with your own emotions, and you're going to leave. You're going to quit, or if you do make it in sales, you're probably going to be one of the lower performers. You're not going to be making a ton of money. You're not going to be happy with your results. So if you don't want to have nice guy syndrome, the things I will recommend, you got to get in shape. You got to take care of your body. You got to get a haircut. You got to look clean. You got to feel good. You got to take care of your skin, take care of your body. You want to eat right. Those things, studies have shown, and there's been a bunch of examples that you could read over the internet about our stomach being our second brain. And the food you eat and the body you're in, the way you look in the mirror and the way you think about yourself is the number one thing to build confidence. There is nothing else even close on this list that is gonna help you build confidence. Like going to the gym, getting in shape, eating the right food. 95% of your serotonin, which is the chemical compound that makes you happy, 95% of that is made in your stomach. So if you're eating that bad food, you're eating oils and you're eating Pop-Tarts and all kinds of bullshit, and you're not taking care of yourself and you're not eating right, that leads to you having less serotonin, you naturally being less happy. I can go on for hours about this. I think that's where ADHD comes from and everything else. But regardless, rule number one, step number one, get in shape, take care of your body, take care of your skin, get a haircut, look good. Number two, wear nice clothes. You want to feel good about yourself. You want stuff to be fit nice to you. This is a nice shirt. It's not branded. I don't buy Gucci. I don't buy bullshit brands trying to show off. But I do buy, a $50 t-shirt because it fits nice and it feels good. You want to dress nice. You want to take care of your skin. You want to get a nice haircut. You want to trim your beard. And number three, once you've done that beginning work, then you could start working on your sales and your skill set. And I will tell you, the number one thing, the number one way to get confidence is to have experience. So I know that takes time. I know that means you're gonna have to fail and you're not gonna be good at first. But once you've sat at 100 kitchen tables or you've sat down with 100 potential clients, you get confident because you know what they're gonna say and you know you've been in this scenario before. It's okay, you're not scared to be in it again. You've done this before. So really, that's the third biggest piece of advice I can give you is just do it. And after you do it a few times, you become comfortable. You become okay with doing the thing that gets you to the sale in sales scenarios. So nice guys are gonna finish last in sales almost every time. I've seen it hundreds of times. And if you are Mr. Nice Guy, sales may not be the right position for you.